Hey everybody, this is Jack Move Anthony from the VGA Pro Tour. I'm here because I want to give a little bit of an overview. We do have a lot of new golfers that are just coming on tour that will be playing in the Q School. Some will move up into the Pro Tour and some will play on the D Tour this year or in this next coming season, the summer season. So what I want to do is I want to give you just an overview. Right here I have our website brought up. I did another video showing how to bring this up. It initially comes up as a mobile website and you can refresh it to be the full desktop version of the website. So there's another video. If you need to know how to do that, go find that other video and watch it. This one I just want to give you an overview of what the kind of the flow is from week to week. So a lot of you have already registered on the Wix site. So the first time you go to the website, it's going to tell you need to register. That's registering for the Wix community, and that allows you to have access to the golfer registration page and more of the pages within the website. So you had to join the Wix community to be a member to get access to some of these other pages. So definitely don't want to bypass that. You know, I know some people sign up with the Wix and they think they're on tour now. They're all ready to go, but you're not. You need to sign up, register as a golfer. So to do that, you go to the home page right here and you see this golfer registration. If you haven't done this, you need to do it right away because you're not eligible to play yet until you have this. And when you go to the golfer registration, it's going to pull up this page. It's going to ask you for some simple information that we need to have on all golfers, and then you actually will just submit this. And once you submit this, that's what really gets you going. Once you submit this, you will then get a profile page set up, and you can go in here and you can look right under active players if you're on the Pro Tour. Everybody else, especially if you're a new golfer, you're going to be over here, and you're going to want to go here to active D Tour players. So when you click on active D Tour players, it's going to take you to this listing, and these are all of the active players that are set to either go to Q School or play in the D Tour. We have a lot of players, but you click on your name, and that's going to take you to your profile page. From your profile page, you can enter whatever the week's tournament is going to be, and this link works all the time from week to week. You come in here and it'll take you to the current event registration page. So you can enter from here, and then you can also get to the support page from here. If you want to update anything, like if you need a profile image, you put golf clothes on your avatar and now you want your profile updated, you just fill out a support request saying I have golf clothes on my avatar, please update my profile picture. I will grab it, I will update your profile picture. Or you can hit this right here, update my profile. It goes to the same support request. This will probably be removed soon, and you'll just use this support request for everything. So if this goes away, don't worry. You still can get your profile updated through the support portal. All of your information, what tour you're currently on, how long your tour card is good for, and this is when you turn pro, when you signed up, when you submitted that registration. And then all your events will appear on here. So once you register for an event, you will see an event appear right here where it says completed tournaments. It will say to be determined, or you won't have a score yet for the current one, but then once you have a score, it'll be listed here. But as soon as you register, you should see it here. So that's one way you can verify whether or not you're registered properly. And that's pretty much it. You just do that, you go play your round, and then that's it. If you need to see what room you're in and what time your round is in, it shows up down here, but your room name doesn't. So you're going to want to go to current pro event if you're playing on Pro Tour, or current D Tour event if you're playing on D Tour. And when you come in here, there's nothing really to see in here because the D Tour hasn't started yet. So I will take you into the current pro event so you can see what it will look like for the D Tour. It will look just like this. Room name won't be established until registration ends and I schedule people in their rounds. Then you'll see your room name here, and where your score is will actually be your tee time. And then once you have played your round, the tee time will turn into your score. and the room name will turn into the rank where you're at on the leaderboard for this week's tournament. And then once the whole tournament is completed, you'll see your W points here, which you also can see on your profile page. So, and then that's pretty much it. You play your round, that's it. You're all done. You don't have to submit any scorecard or anything like that. Then you just come check back later. Within about an hour or two of your round being finished, this will be updated with your score and stuff. And then at the end of the tournament, obviously you come in here and look at where you finished at and how many points you got and all that. Tracking along, we do try to put something on the ticker that shows what's going on, where we're at right now. Once the tournament starts, we will have the leaders up here, and then maybe some information about rounds to come will be also up here. And then that's it. So also on the Pro Tour homepage, there will be a leaderboard that will be updated, so you can come here if you just want to see where people are on the places. And then Detour has the same one. So if you click on Detour here, it will take you to the Detour's homepage, which there's nothing there yet, but there will be once the Detour starts playing. So right now we're looking at Q School. All of the people that have an established pro handicap that are new, you will be playing in the Q School. You will need to register for that, but you are automatically eligible as long as you have a handicap. And then the Q School standings are here. There's 2 rounds. Round 1 is played on Thursday and Friday. Round 2 is played Saturday and Sunday. This will track scores and total scores, so you can always come here to look and see who's on the leaderboard. Top 20 will go to the Pro Tour. Everybody else will go on the Detour. So you want to watch this area right here because you want to be above this line to get your place. And as you can see, we've got some pretty decent, pretty solid golfers down here. We also have some pretty solid golfers up here, and so eventually all of the talented golfers are gonna bubble up to the top. So as you get better, you may climb this leaderboard, or as other players come into the league, good players come into the league, they may push you down a little bit, so you're gonna have to keep your game tight. But that's pretty much it. That's the flow of it. And then, messages come out on the forums. You can come here and check the forums. I encourage you to turn notifications on. That way, whenever I make a post, it will automatically notify you on your phone. It'll either send you an email notification or text, depending on how you set your notifications up. But if you come here and check manually, you may miss something, right? Unless you check every day or even a couple of times a day, you may miss something because we post stuff in here and it's relevant information for different people. So you never know. So I would highly recommend people turn their notification on. This website and these forums are the #1 form of communication and where this league is run from. The Discord is just for optional communication. If I really want to get at somebody quick and we want to have a quick exchange, I'll go to Discord and do that. And so it behooves you to be on Discord as well. The Facebook page is not really a place where we should be doing two-way league communication. The Facebook page is usually just for me to post information about the standings, storylines, player profiles, all that kind of stuff. And that's going to be geared to be more of a fan portal. But also, we love to read about ourselves, how we played, and what our accomplishments are and stuff. So it's for that too, but it's not really two-way communication. So don't send messages in the Facebook group that are meant to be for me. If you need support or help with something, post it in Facebook. Don't do that. It's not the way to do it. The portal is the best way to do it. Secondarily, you can do it in we have a support channel in the Discord. You can do it in there or send me a Discord DM. But preferably go through the support portal because other people that are helping me with the website also have access to the support portal and they can get to issues probably before me. If I'm busy, somebody else can grab it and do it. If you just send it to me, then you've got to wait for me to be done doing whatever I'm busy doing to help you. So support portal is always the #1 option, and you can get through it on your page that I showed you before, your profile page, or you can get through it right here if you scroll down, not to contact us, but the support portal here. So just, just an FYI, and that's the best way to do it. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. There's other stuff on the website that you might want to go look at. The advancement page shows how you go from D League, D Tour to Q School to Pro Tour, and then backwards. You can get pushed off the Pro Tour, have to go to Q School again, and then if you don't make the cut at Q School, you'll have to go down to the D Tour. Right now, we have an opening because we only have 20 people up on the Pro Tour from the carryover from the spring season. So we're allowing 20 players from Q School to move into Pro Tour. Next season, though, only the bottom 10 people will be dropped off. And so you will only have the top 10 from D Tour will move automatically up onto the Pro Tour. And only 10 people from Q School will move up to Pro Tour. So Q School will be harder after this summer Q School moving forward because only 10 people will be able to go from Q School to Pro Tour. And then 10 people will be able to go from D Tour to Pro Tour. That means every season 20 people will get thrown back into the hopper. Now, if you're in the lower 20 on Pro Tour, you can go to Q School, and if you get in the top 10 on Q School, you go back to Pro Tour. Like, that's how it works when you live in that bubble area. If you stay in the top 20 on Pro Tour, you never have to worry about Q School or any of that. And then there are some legacy rewards that you can get. Like if you win 2 majors, you get your automatic Pro Tour card for the next season. If you win 4 majors, you get your automatic lifetime Pro Tour card. And that's lifetime. That just means really for a single year, right? Like we can't have everybody stay on. And that's if you stay active. If you don't stay active, then you have to come back and start the process over again. You don't start completely over. You can still maintain your ranking depending on how long you're not active for. So anyway, that's for another video. But that's basically the flow. That's basically everything that you need to do from week to week. Obviously, we'd love for you to be coming onto the website, reading everything on the website. We'd love for you to follow the YouTube channel where videos like this one will be. Follow the Facebook so you can see all the commentary about the league. We're going to be doing some interesting stuff on the Facebook. But that's pretty much it. That's all you have to really do from week to week to play in the tour. And then it's just a matter of showing up to your tee time. You need to show up on time. We want everybody to show up 10 minutes early so you guys can organize and warm up and then play. If you're one of those people that you're just trying to get on right before your tee time, don't do that. Because we have, we need to make sure that everybody is there. We sometimes have people that we have to shuffle and add to a group. You do have 5 minutes of grace period if you're not there, and they'll wait 5 minutes for you to get there. After that, that's it. If you miss your tee time, you have to withdraw from the tournament. And we're going to try and group people in groups of 3s so that we don't have people that are stranded by themselves. But if you do find yourself stranded, in that case, we can try to put you into one of the other active groups, and then you can play around with them. So we do try to make a concession for that. But if you just can't make your tee time, these are just life decisions you have to make. If whatever else you have to do more important than you playing your round, then go do it and don't worry about it, right? Like, don't worry about it. But, if for whatever reason this tournament is critical to your moving up or down or whatever, and you have to make that decision, are you going to play or not? I cannot have 90 people hit me up 2 hours before the tournament saying, hey, my daughter has a soccer game. Can you change me to a different time? No, we're not going to do that stuff. We're not going to do that at all. You pick 5 times that you think you can play, and then you get slotted into one of those 5 times, and that's when you have to play. If you can't make it, you have to withdraw from the tournament if there's not an easy fix. And I'm talking about an easy fix. And by and large, we're just not going to do it so that we don't want to set precedent that, okay, now I have to be monitoring this thing from Thursday to Sunday, and I'm not going to do that either. So just beware. Make your tee time or you have to withdraw. It's just what it's going to come down to, because we just have too many people to, that I can't monitor this 24 hours a day when we're in tournament mode. So just an FYI, there'll be more information about that coming out in before we get to the next season. So just be looking at the forums and the information coming out for that. So thanks.